Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are on the creative world. I've just realised I've got my cables tangled to oblivion. But nah. Ugh. How is everybody today? 15 days left to Christmas. As a little side note. Just thought I'd put that out there. Also, I'm setting up the thumbnail right now. Chat on my phone at the same time. We will be good. Call of Duty's getting a new update tomorrow. And, oh my lord, it's amazing. Holy smokes. I can't wait for that, to be fair. Right. Make sure chat is up on my phone. Fantastic. And let's make sure the thumbnail is up for everybody on YouTube. Today we're going to be trying to build some custom trees. Something I've never really done properly, or at least very well. So here's trying. But again, we'll just have to see. Aaron, say hello. Welcome. How is your day going? Has the interaction with your friend got any less awkward? Yeah, so thumbnail's going up now. I'll start properly moving in a second. Right, okay. Save these changes and we'll be good to go. Okay, so thumbnail should be up. Now let's try. No, oh, sorry to hear that. But yeah, now we're going to try and build some custom trees. Like this, but hopefully a lot better. I'm still not happy with this one myself. I might use birch instead, actually. I might try birch tree instead. Switch it up. Do I build one away from here and just build a tree for the sake of building a tree? Let's see. Right, so I'll start by going over here. Alright. It's a nice wood. Let's build up some sort of a structural base. Like that. I can't do custom trees for my life, honestly. It's quite funny though at the same time. Let's have that then. That split off like this. Again, trial and error here today. It really is trial and error. God. See, man. I don't know. I should probably do actually some research into how to do custom trees. Because, oh my lord. Nope. Not getting a vibe from that. And then maybe do that. God. We'll see how this turns out. I am very intrigued, but also not looking forward to finding out, to be honest. At least I've got somewhat of a structure right now, but like, still. Let's do that. No, I don't like how they're on the same height. God damn it. And then this is just going to be like really crowded here. Ooh. How does one avoid that? Do I make it less of an incline? Maybe. Let's have a log going off this way so it's like a curly branch. I don't know. Let's have one then going off this one here too. Oh god, why is this so difficult, man? Like, I guess it's just a case of not practicing and not knowing what to do very well, but... Oh god. I'm not too sure about that one either. Maybe I should have a look at some of the saplings for an idea. That doesn't really help by the looks of it, actually. For God's sake, right. Let's think about how I'm doing this now. Right, let's have the tips covered. Let's try and get some... variety going. Again, it's not something I find easy doing this, so bear with me, please. I don't know if I'm doing any of this right now. Okay, I like that a little bit. Best part about this tree so far. No, I don't like that. Let's have that like that. Diagonally off? I think diagonal's going to be my friend in this, to be honest. Again, I'm trial and error in this. As I say, I should probably have done some practice. Because, oh my. Is this not going to go well at this rate? God damn it. How do I have this? Say like that for now. So add some bulk onto this side because there's not much in the way of actual leaves. And again, trial and error. You know? That's not awful. It needs some improvement, but it's not awful for first ever birch tree attempt. Don't want the base to have too much attention, to be honest. Alright, let's cover up some of the logs. No, what block am I looking for here? That. That's alright. Maybe. Again, not the best at this. I'm just encasing the bark at this point, to be honest. Again, not necessarily feeling the whole this looks good vibe right now. Yikes. Like, it's not awful. Soon looks better than the normal trees, but they're massive as well. Like, you know. Like, I want more branches too. Not just 4, because Minecraft's a square. God damn it. Man, I wish I was better at this. Like, I really do. Custom trees would be such a good, like, skill to have. Like, I can make custom trees, sure, ones that look good. That's the issue. It's just not very good, to be honest. Like, I don't expect to crack the skill straight away, like, but, I mean, I need to be building better than that. Nope. Maybe we can have some diagonals going off this direction somewhat. Sort of drooping leaves here and there. Christ. Maybe like that. But even so, yikes. I'm kind of in concentrate mode, sorry. Still, man, I'm not too sure about it. I'm gonna lie to you. Again, man, I don't know what to feel about my tree making skills. As I say, it's better than the standard Minecraft ones, but that's not exactly hard. Is that okay? It's very skinny too. I need to work on the shape as well, holy crap. Not just the leaves. I don't know. Man. How have I made them make that bigger than that? I know it's slightly higher on the base, but I mean... Jesus. Oh... God's sake. Right, okay, let's try another spruce one. I won't include fences and slabs this time. I think that's a mistake. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a massive pillar up, because these trees are usually quite tall. So let's go for that. Now for the decoration, I'll include like this sort of area here of just randomness. So let's build up there like that. In fact, we can have one like that. Sure. It's quite low on that side, and I don't know how to feel about that. Maybe if I reduce all of these like so. But I want to have them like on different height levels, you know? Having those two the same is a bit... Maybe like that. No, for God's sake. Oh my god, I hate this so much. Alright, I need these middle ones to be higher. So let's make a base template for now. Like that. And like this. Alright? Okay. Looks awful, but wait. So I'm going to remove that. Remove that. I shall have a diagonal one there. Remove that. Have that up 3. These higher because that one's higher. And then have these lower because these ones are lower. Maybe. Like that. Potentially. And maybe you'll have to have some fences down the bottom. You know? Right. Okay, now I want these... I think the mistake I made with this one over here is my branches were very flat. So what I'm going to try and do is arch my branches. A little bit like I've done with that, but hopefully we can do it a bit better. Have that as the first branch level? No, a bit higher. As I say, I want to curve them downwards. So let's try this height. What we're going to want is branch that comes down. It's going to be awkward as hell to place. And I might just get rid of the, like these diagonal blocks to make it seem less chunky. Actually, for this one, I kind of want to have it there. And then I'll kick it out diagonally. But diagonally down. Hey, what's up, man? You good? Right. Let's try with just one at the base. Again, I need to go down quite drastically here. Is that dipping enough? I don't know. Maybe. What do you mean? Did you get Skyrim? Do I have it? Yeah. I don't know what you mean by that, dude. Sorry. Good to hear, though. Maybe run off like this. Nah, I'm not feeling that. Did you get it today? No, I've had Skyrim for a while. Although I think it's currently on sale anyway. It was. It's very straight. I don't like how straight this one's going. Crap, more of it, don't you? Right, let's do this. Try and curve this one out this way. But, like this. See how that looks. Needs work. Probably gonna get it. You've had it on the PS3 and yeah, no, it's a great game. I've actually platinumed it on the PS4, which wasn't easy. And turns out the DLC trophies aren't very pleasant either. Maybe not that one. Okay, so I have that instead of that. Okay, I'm gonna take this one from here, like so. Please streams. I mean, I have done in the past, and yeah, I'd be more than happy to. Yeah, no, I really enjoy the game, so yeah, happily. I've currently done all the DLC 2 trophies, because I'm trying to go through all the trophies so I can get the mods, because with mods you don't get trophies, and I want to get all the trophies, so as soon as I've got the trophies, I'll then play with mods. But yeah, no, it's Skyrim's what's sort of inspired this build, if you were. Like, if you really think about it, you can probably see some relations between this and Skyrim. Obviously, it's not a world copy. I don't want to do that, but you can sort of see some similarities, you know. In fact, I know Call of Duty's getting an update tomorrow, but day after that I might be able to stream Skyrim. Or maybe 2 streams tomorrow. Don't quote me on that. We'll see how things go first. Because I really do like enjoy playing Skyrim. I'm not very good at it. I've got the difficulty turned down because I play it for fun, but I've realised now that I'm not leveling any of my skills, so yikes. And by the way, you need to level skills a lot for the trophies. Alright, we've got 5 branches there. Some shorter than the others, so let's see what we can do about that. This one here is a bit short, and it's quite bulky too. A little bit better. Right, okay, let's start putting on some leaves then. See again what we can do here. So I want it... I don't know how I want it, to be honest. I'm just going to build a very basic Minecraft blocky shape at the moment. Like that. But add some detail as we go through, hopefully. Again, custom trees are not my thing, Fun times. Although I really wish they were, because I suck. Right, again, this is very patterned, I know. Still not a fan of what I've done here. Christ. That's still not looking amazing, but alright. What I can do instead, though, is do something like that. Maybe. Maybe. Instead of having it, just have it further down. Okay, better. Miller, again, we'll see. It's not awful. It's quite a chunky boy, though. We'll admit that. Again, we'll see what happens. Already over that branch. It's not as thick as it should be, I don't think. Let's have that dripping there. Like that. It's very pattern-like. Yay! For God's sake. Okay. I can't quite click this together, you know. God damn it. Like, it's not awful, but it's not quite there. It's an improvement from that, definitely. The shape is much, much better. So at least we know we're going in somewhat the right direction, but it still needs work. Again, that'll come with practice, I'm guessing, but still, god damn it. Let's see what we can do by doing that. Trying to add as much detail as I can, but yikes. To be honest. That's not awful, okay. What happens if I do that instead? That seems a bit better. Okay. So we've got two quite equally chunky branches with leaves. Just a case of staggering these now. It's a very sharp gradient too. I don't know whether to make it more of a curved, because that's almost 45 degrees. I think actually the branches were 45 degrees. Yeah, they were. Okay. I don't mind having some like that. Like, this is more of a curved sort of branch. So again, we'll see. Okay, so what we can probably get away with here is having some overhang like that. Trying to arc the tree out as much as possible. Cover up some of these at the bottom. That'll make myself look like a tit, hopefully. Okay, first impression, too patterned. Again, I'm getting that vibe a lot with these. Fun times. Okay, that's fine. Just need to work around that pattern shape now. Not easy, but none of this custom tree stuff is. At least for me, alright? Don't bully, please. Nope. Hey, custom trees. Same. I'm trying to get you good at them though, because it's, as I say, it's such a good skill to develop. Like I've improved since my previous attempt, but ooh, still. And look at the size of this thing. I don't want to build trees necessarily this big, really. In fact, I think this is too large of a branch, to be honest, so I'll get rid of that. Just work around this here, I think. Again, it's not easy. I know I can put different types of leaves in as well. That will help, but for now, I'm gonna stick with this. Add some more roots at the bottom. Yeah, I have been thinking about it, like probably sticking some out this way, and then I mean, what I typically do is build this around as well, so it's like it's gone under the floor and then come back up. You see that with some trees in real life too. Like this. But the branches are my main concern at the moment. This is not my worst area. You know, that somewhat looks realistic, but I want to have these trees quite compact together, so I mean, even the size of this right now is annoying me because I know how many trees I want put together. And this really does not help my cause in the slightest. Made a really bad mistake, build a fantasy world in flat. Yeah, no, I get you. I used to build in super flat, and I'm so glad I've changed from super flat building. The only reason this world doesn't make that much of a difference if I was to do it in super flat is I've completely terraformed all the land you can see. Like all this like farmland area, and this windmill, this all used to be like sand, and it used to have like 3 blocks in height extra. It's not as bad as having to make it from scratch in super flat. Don't get me wrong, it still gives you some sort of natural aspect to work with, but oh my god. Thank you. It's more of a city than the castle, but yeah. Again, I need to do the insides. I've got plans for this. It's just the repetition of the walls and the towers at the moment that's stopping me from doing this. But I will get to it. It's just working on the outside and new designs is more fun than repetitive same designs, you know? So that's my sort of theory there. Right, with this, let's have some more hanging down here. Sort of angling it this way, trying to manipulate that without it looking crap, effectively. I would say I don't care about the underside too much, but that's actually what you're going to be looking up at if you're looking up at a tree, so I do kind of need to worry about that. To be fair, this is quite straight, so I'm going to try and add this drooping massively. Maybe. Yeah, you can. How would you... Wait. Via PlayStation? If you want to add me, my name is the same as my YouTube. But no, I find the fantasy theme such a cool theme to try and build with. Because it can be whatever the hell you want. And it's beautiful. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's actually try and have some drooping leaves. Let's try and play with that idea. I know that's more of a jungle theme look, potentially. But, you know what? Who cares? Let's try it. Okay. Let's try and have these droop a little bit more. Even just doing that does make it droop more. Would I say it looks better? Debatable. But it may just be a little bit of detail I need that I may have been missing. Right. Again, I can add fences for decoration at the bottom of the tree. I don't mind that as much. Okay. Are we getting there? Yes. Am I 100% happy right now? No. Why? Because the size. That's the only thing, um, that kind of gets to me. Alright, dude, I see your messages. I'll have a look at them after stream. My Discord just posted about me going live, even though it's been a little while already. Thank you, Discord. Very cool. It's technically live bot. God damn it. Alright, let's start trying to get this to go this way. Too much curve too soon, perhaps? Because I want this to be relatively straight to kind of fill this void that we've got here. Plus, I don't want to go in too far. And that's very strong decline. Again, nothing I'm trying to avoid. Also, this was like this, wasn't it? Okay. And then maybe another one like that. Again, I want this one relatively straight and not as overhanging. So let's make the branch shorter as we go further up, I think. Because it's kind of how trees typically go. And let's have some overhanging branches again. If that will be a possibility. Because I kind of like the drooping tree, like drooping leaf aspect. Kind of think that's quite fitting. Is that too much of a gap between branches? It can be made shorter. Definitely could be made shorter. It's not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful. It's certainly better than what I started with. So maybe I'll make that a high branch, and then I have another branch here. Again, that's gone that way, so I'm going to try and fill the gaps we have between. Just to make this tree feel as full as possible. Then another diagonal. Again, it's very much trial and error at the moment, so please bear with. A bit shorter. Okay. Send the pics. Alright. Cool, man. Again, I'll check them out later. I don't want to, like, put a blue screen on the stream as well. No. Again, I've tried to make it a bit shorter, but I haven't really done well. You are right. Okay, let's see what we can do. Instead of bringing it out one more, let's do that. Got the right idea, but the wrong execution, I think. Like that. I think it definitely needs to go further down, but... yeah, absolutely, dude. Don't mind doing that at all. I consider myself to be of maybe a worthy opinion. I don't know. I'd like to think so, anyway. Because my building can be okay. Not trees, but buildings can be okay. Again, this is very patterned, so I'm going to try and switch it up somehow. Let's see this. Again, not bad. I'm not sure I like how far down this goes so quickly. It seems like I'm starting too high, and the gradient's going too sharp. How long did this take me? It's taken me a little while, but as I say, it's nowhere near finished yet, so it's kind of hard to say. I have got massive plans for this. You know, you can see I've started decorating one of these walls, and this is going to go through all the way through the river. So it will take me a long time. The walls were probably the thing that's taken the longest. I mean, I've just templated these for now anyway, so it's just once you have the initial decoration, it's just a case of copy and paste, and right now I haven't been able to be bothered to do it. Plus I've got curved walls, which has kind of thrown me off a little bit. And I'm not sure if I like curved walls, and I will be doing curved walls again, but there we are. At least I've learned, like, right now I could literally see this, right, okay, so I'm going to go over here. This one's really easy to do, so I'm just going to do 2 like that. All the way across. It's probably quicker to go this way, but yeah, you get what I mean. You know, I could easily just do this over and over. This is why I'm kind of working on the outside right now. It will take long, it's just stuff I've already done, you know. If you need help, just ask because you're trying to pull your world off solo. Yeah, I thought of the same thing, and like I've got massive plans for this. It's not just this thing I'm doing. I'm then expanding over to here. I'm then changing all of this to a mountain. I've got a dock area over there. I'm expanding all the way to where these gold blocks are. It's not fun. It is fun. I shouldn't say that. It is fun. It's just a pain. It really is a goddamn pain. I will be honest about that. Okay, so I want this one to go kind of straight here. Curve kind of last second. Again, I want it to be more less 45 degrees like and more angular. Maybe a 2 to 1. So what would that be in angles? 3 by 2. 1.5 gradient. Okay. Like that. No. Like that. Not bad, but it's quite far in terms of length. But again, something to work with. If you feel it's too long, we can always adjust it later. I don't know if this tree's gonna stay by here, but oh well. I just needed to practice some trees, you know. Like, I'm not unhappy with some of the trees I've made, or oh, that's quite long. That's too long. Just destroy that log there, and just work with what's over here. Again, want to give the impression it's curving over this gap here we have. Hang on, if I take a step back, this isn't awful. It's better than that thing, but it's also very much bigger. Yeah, I'm not keen on these 45-degree angle ones I've got. Really, really not keen on those. Let's try and build off of this one here. Let's see what we can do with this now. Actually, I'm not done on this one. Hold up, one thing at a time. You built your castle on a mountain, and it's an adventure map. It sort of acts as the center of the world. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, wait, how big is your build planned to be? Like, I suppose you could probably invite me one day and show me around. But oh my lord, like big projects, I love them, but oh my lord, ah ha ha, fun times. Again, that's probably enough in terms of the distance we're going here. The entire map, okay, yeah, so not exactly small. Fair enough. Again, I don't envy you. I don't even envy myself, and I've put myself in this situation, you know. Let's add some thickness to this branch. Try and add that there. Again, drooping leaves. Hopefully it might answer here. Let's see. Again, better than the original, but also a lot bigger. That's my main complaint about this. It's massive. The leaves at the bottom need work. The leaves at the top are okay. I can live with those. I also think maybe at some point I could probably try and make the base a little bit up. This go up a little bit thicker. At least some areas. Put a leaf there. Almost like it's a top heavy tree, you know? Now, the actual map is custom terrain for classic map and a half. Okay. There's this Ocean because, yeah, no, okay, fair. I completely understand that, don't worry. Maybe I have that like that, so I still have that, and you can see it like sort of building up. I don't know. Maybe. And then we start having the really small branches like this. Something like that, you know. See how that goes. And just decorate that with trees, with leaves. My mind's so lost in the thought of concentration over this, man. It's hilarious. I don't know why I struggle with these so much. I know they're like not easy once you're just starting out, but god damn it. Nope. Again, not sure if I'm 100% on this so far. Can you see the pigs at the end of the stream so you don't have to text you? If you want, yeah, go on then. I don't know how long I'll be streaming though, so yeah. I don't know if you'll be waiting long for it or not. Because I have pretty much just started. Let's have these at the top so it's somewhat spiky. Again, trial and error. You'll keep me company. Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Again, just try not to lose my mind right now. Because these goddamn trees. Like, I have no idea if I'm doing any of this right at the moment. Like, it looks okay. But it's just the sheer size of it and scale is just putting me off at the moment. Let's have this go up a little bit. Like that. And then let's have some diagonals coming off like that. Not like that, like that. Maybe, but it needs to be a bit smaller. Let's see it. Yay! Tree done. Yikes. Oh god, it's a beautiful mess. Okay, I think these branches here just need to be a bit longer, to be honest. Not too much wrong with it, despite it looking horrible. We've got too many short ones and not enough long boys, so let's work on some of the long boys here. At least the longer boys. It takes you 2 hours to do a massive layer of grass, then have to do 3 to 4 more layers of tiny change. And just think, wow, worth it, yeah. Completely understand your pain. I mean, it's not been as bad for me on this world, because as I say, it's not super flat, but I have had to terrain all of that. As I say, used to be sand. Like, if I go to one of these blocks now, and show you. There's sand beneath it. Like, all of it. You know, I'm not making this up. Like, all of this is sand. I had them go over all this area. It's horrible. But we did it. And I know that it looks good enough for me to actually think, oh, my battery is not on charge. Hang on. There we are. My phone was about to die. I didn't actually flick the switch to put on the phone charger thing, but it's good. So yeah, no, I know that it's worth it. It's like myself, just like, oh, damn it, man. It's like trying to motivate myself with nothing effective. Let's have a branch over here. It's quite a straight area. I don't want to make it too large of a branch. I think that's a good limit here. Not go too excessive. At least try not to. Ooh, hold up. What happens if I do it so I have it coming off like... no. That's the answer to that one. Let me just try and start covering some more of that too. Not like that though. Better. Not ideal, but better. Again, still not 100% with this. But we are getting somewhere at least. The layer is about 100 blocks wide and goes from... Oh my lord. Oh my lord. That's not a lot of placing, is it? Not at all. Okay, that's... It's huge. Which, you don't really... don't take that out of context. But... It's taller than those. No. Not at all. Yeah, literally. Yeah. I know I have a problem now that I see it's actually taller than this. Like, this is on Y106. The tree's bigger than... I know it's starting at a higher level, but come on. That's why you use default trees. Literally, I get you. I would, it's just they look awful, and if I'm doing everything, like, every block detail, I want to have at least trees. I can say, you know what? Yes. So, that I don't think is an actually awful custom tree. Again, it needs work, don't get me wrong, like some of the branches, 45 degrees, etc. But, it's not awful. I'm not unhappy with it. It's just too big. So what now if I try and trim all of it? For example, take one off pretty much all the types of branches. Tone it back a little bit, you know? Not make it such a bushy boy. Just do something like that. No. Hold up. Right. Let's do that. I'm kind of getting a palm tree vibe by doing this overhang. Gave up a long time ago and just picked it back up. Yeah, fair. Completely get that. Wait, is this with the world or trees? Because I could see either. To be honest, I really could. Try and make it a little less bulky. But also still having some beef enough to it. Both, okay. Fair enough. And overhang that by 2. Actually, whilst I'm here, I might as well do this with this one, so it's not as 45 degreesy. If you get me. And what I'll do actually is have it like that, I think. Not bad. Again, probably still needs some work. So you have to get it bloody perfect, and I just can't. Gotta keep going though. Right. Bottom layer does look smaller. Still quite a large one, but yeah. Send me another pic. Yeah, shooting out of trees. Okay. Yeah. I mean, once I've got the hang of custom trees, I don't think I'll be awful. Like, I don't see it being necessarily that bad. It's just a case of getting hang of it in the first place. Is that bad? Whoops. Again, it's quite prominent, that, isn't it? My hair's annoying me too, goddammit. Again, we're getting better. Again, I'm trying to make these trees on a small scale. I'm gonna find solid. It's gonna be so hard not to just repeat the same tree over. I don't want to do that because obviously it'll look horrible, but god damn it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that. Try and use this to my advantage. The fact that it's expanded all of a sudden. And just pull this tree just backwards. Most of these leaves are irrelevant now, so I'll have to start from scratch on this one. What design did you do for the city? What design type? What do you mean specifically? I kind of want something like a fifth branch here. Because again, I used 5 on the bottom and 4 on the second layer. So I might try and incorporate another one. Just a small one, but anything that makes this thing look better will help. And something like that. It's quite a square looking thing. Okay, yeah, I see the message just come through. That's very flat. Oh, god damn it. Okay, that's not awful. Again, maybe reduce this one in a bit now. Just work with what I got here. Last messages, alright. Be sure to check them out sometime soon. Right, how's this looking for scale purposes now? I think, again, the layers could be probably squeezed as well if I really tried. And I don't make them so sharp down. Like this one still, even though I've worked on it, still looks quite... I don't know, like, these ones look more arced. And this one just looks more straight. So I need to work on that. But for the most part, that's kind of the most of it covered there. I want some more foliage over this too, actually. I don't think there's enough foliage covering this area. Even though that looks horrible, but you get my point. Like, again. And also there's a massive gap here. I've just realised that, so good job me, but let's have a little branch here, I think. But they're not quite where I had it. Don't turn desert into diamond, just go with the flow. Oh god. Is that what you sent me in the messages? Dear lord. I'm just gonna have a very, very simple branch there. Quite revealing of the wood as well. No. God damn it, dude. Alright, that's better. What did I say? In regards to what? With the diamond? Did you, like... Wait, did you convert, like... What do you mean by that? You turned a desert into diamond, like, block. Okay. That's smaller and still looks within the tree's sort of naturalness, I guess you could call it. Alright. Because I've got that branch there, now I kind of want to curve this one over. And we can probably make it a little bit smaller in the process. Yeah, so we're reducing the scale of it a little bit. It's a lot skinnier. And for the height it looks off. But I'll be having it slightly smaller height from now on, I believe. So, again, let's take this down. All by one. And see if it matches each other still. Just trying to reduce the scale as much as possible at this point. Inside joke with your friend when you turn desert into diamonds on survival. Oh my lord. Wait, how? Did you like cheat in any of the diamonds or something? Or did you just literally find that much diamond? No way you could have turned an entire desert into diamond block though. There's no chance, dude. Like, that's bizarre. Right, I think what I can do here is have less of these fiddly branches. Cut this off here. Still have it, like, sort of spiky. But instead of it going up that high, have it sort of there-ish. Remove this one. Because again, I've got that branch there now. Let's have that removed. Like that. This might be the best one looking yet. Okay. Maybe. Found it with a fortune pick. Anything is possible. I mean, okay, fair. You got a point. Don't waste your time making something look nice. People won't notice too much. True, but I'll know it's there. That's the annoying thing. That's when my body kicks in and say, hey, wait a second, that looks like awful crap. Don't do that. I'm going to try and unbulk some of these leaves too. As I say, this isn't far off from being what I'm looking for. I've salted the leaves up too high. The entire tree can probably drop 5 blocks if I really try. Which, I mean, it's as in its current state is still taller than that, which is bad. It's not awful. I don't mind it being as tall as that because, I mean, trees, especially of the spruce kind, can be quite tall. That's fine. I don't mind that so much. But damn it. What Y level is this? 106 is actually the same height as that right now. It's technically smaller because it's starting on Y69. And this is starting roughly on 66, so yes. These are technically 3 blocks taller, but still. Like, still. Like, these trees will be going in this area, like this one. What I could probably do now is try and remodel what I've done here. Like, the base on this one, I'm happy with, you know? I could probably add that there. And that there. Just for a bit of depth at the bottom. Remove all these... I thought fences would have helped me and some slabs. No. Get them gone. To be honest, everything but the base of the tree can go on this one. Like, that's how bad this one went. To be honest. I'm actually going to take some inspiration with the Minecraft trees. Like I did with this one here. Showing, like, a little bit of wood before the, like, little top part. That's what I'm trying to do in this area here, but... less obvious, a bit more subtle, you know. Right, let's try and actually implement one of these sort of style trees. Wait, that's the base? I shifted the tree halfway up, did I? Okay. I've now confused myself massively. Like, good job, me. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of all of it except for the main base. Screw it. Get this gone. Eight hours later, literally. Literally, but I mean, if I ain't happy with it, there's no point in continuing on with it, you know? Like, there's parts of the walls I've not been happy with and I've gone back and changed. There's still parts that I question, but for the moment, I'm okay with them. It's just a case of, if it ain't perfect, or what I want, I'm going to go back and do it. Despite the amount of time this thing on first attempt will take, you know? Right. God, I put a lot of goddamn leaves on this thing, god damn it. Again, I'm not sure of the birch one, but we'll see. It's okay. It's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. I don't know whether I start the work on the base first or start and move the base up with the branches. Right, let's try this out again. And you. Okay. Tree eradicated. I need to check roughly how far I've gone out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's diagonal. I suppose most of them diagonal. Right, so the height of this tree, again, I don't mind being relatively tall. I want to limit it to there. Actually, a bit smaller than that. Like, if it's that height with leaves, that's fine. You know? I don't mind that. Yes, it's tall. But these trees usually... I might just have birch here, to be honest. I don't know. Because spruce will be very overpowering at the front of a city like this. Birch might make a bit more sense. Extra thick tree, yes. All of the thick trees. Like, I'll probably just stick to oak, spruce, and birch for the trees. I probably won't go for jungle ones. Dark oak. Nah. An acacia, definitely not. Um, but at the same time, see, I feel like with the environment that this is in, it would suit a birch one more. Maybe. Do we go birch instead of this? I mean, the trees would be a lot smaller, in fairness. And I don't want it overpowering the front of the city, because I want to be able to go from sort of back here. And that's just going to overpower it. Make small trees for the entrance, then grow a bit. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, because this is just overpowering it. So I'll switch this to birch. I'll have a similar base. Maybe not as chunky or as thick. But I think we will switch it to a bit of birch. I'm just going to copy like for like what I've done here for now. Because again, I'm happy with all the root part. It's just a case of the actual tree. Oh, I don't know how to split birch off properly, man. Maybe if I do this, not like this, I'll detail it more than this. But what happens if I build this up like this? On different levels, of course, so it'll be like this. Something like that. I don't know. Or maybe not to that extent. I just do it like this. And shift the base like I did before. Again, I don't want it to be massive. So that's like the main bulk of the trunk. And then I start kicking off some branches. Like this. Again, if I have the max height roughly there, that's plentiful in height. Nothing massive, but it's almost as big as my windmill, which is a bit unfortunate, but I mean, I could probably lower that too, to be honest. Like, I've got at least 2 blocks unnecessary there. So I could probably lower all these blocks by 2. Something like this. Because again, this tree's looking massive in comparison to what it actually needs to be. Let's do that. Again, that's a good height. That's a good height. I don't mind going that high, but if I'm having a tree this small and this low, I want it to be quite skinny and thin. And that's not really represented by the branches at the current point in time. So let's have it like that. Very diagonal sort of building with these trees I'm going for. It's not what I'm looking for, that shape, holy crap. Again, right, I've gone at 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, but technically 5 with that. Again, not 100%, so I might just have it like that. Keep it small. Don't need to go massive with it. The only thing I can think of when I'm building this tree is goddamn zebra, man. 15 days until Christmas? Yes, indeed. It's crazy to think. Let's have it like this, and then split it off this way. Have 4 somewhat diagonal branches. Quite small ones, but you know what? I kind of like that in my birch tree, you know? I have no idea what I'm saying. Right, okay, so let's have these quite an upwards focus. Again, I'm going to make a very generic shape for now, and then work on the details later. As long as I have a basic idea of what's happening with this tree. So then I can have things like this poking off, having that there. You know, just the random usual stuff. Having like poking up for extra detail. We may be actually getting better at this, I hope anyway. I really do hope we're getting better at this. Because I need to keep it as small scale as possible, because I don't want it to overpower anything. I want it to look relatively natural. Oh, also, I forgot, I can sort of have like a central branch like this, can't I? Ooh. Oh, I think that'll actually make it, honestly. Compared to what it is at the moment, just having this here will help significantly. At least I'm hoping. Right, so that's gone out in this direction. Wait, which direction is it going in? This way. So I kind of want it to be looking like it's bending in that direction. You sub, thank you, man. I appreciate. I appreciate. That sounds sarcastic. I actually really do appreciate it. Thank you. It'd be amazing if I could get to like 250 subs before Christmas or something. I've been doing this YouTube thing for damn too long. Not consistently, but that's my own fault. Let's remove that. Actually, no, I can keep that. Let's make it a tiny bit bulkier. But what does that look like? Not awful, but not great. I thought I just cracked it too, goddammit. And this is a desperate branch. Apologies. No, I don't like that. Not quite there. Unless I do something as I did similar with the spruce. Instead of just making it one branch upwards, I make it into multiple smaller ones. So we increase a little bit of height. Actually, these need to be going upwards, don't they? So a bit like maybe if I have it like this. Hoping. Nice tree. We'll see. For a second ever attempt on a birch tree, I don't think it's bad, but I mean, it's still, it can be improved massively. And I don't want it to just look okay, I want it to look nice. Which I need to get a vibe from. Like, there's so much empty space by here. Maybe I need to make this taller. Maybe I split the branch off this way too. Whoops. Let's do it like that. It's going to be quite a 45-degree angle tree here, but... it's something to fill that gap that is just looming there. Meh. Again, not the greatest thing in the world, but okay. Still not 100% on it. I'll maybe practice some off stream as well, but I mean, like, it's got the right sort of aspects to it, but it's not quite there. It's like I don't know. It's like I need this going out further this way to match with the height of these. In fact, would that do it? Let's try and make this one taller, because right now this is a very, very small part of the tree. Let's try and really develop this part here. Again, I'm going to start with the basic shapes first. Just to match it with the rest of the tree, because it just doesn't look out of place at the moment. Let's add some connections to this tree so it looks more of a part of it. Does that look any better? Yes, a little bit. A little bit better. Maybe if I repeat the same with this branch here. Start like curling these branches almost. Maybe we'll get the nick of custom trees by the end of this. Maybe. At least I hope so. If that's going there, I want some sort of diagonal connecting to it. Let's have a look. It's quite a thick tree now, but it's more fitting. It'd be nice if I could have like some autumn leaf, like an autumn leaf sort of, you know, sort of reddish leaf. That would be nice. Is there like any red see-through block which isn't glass? I can maybe try and incorporate the mushroom block in it, but that's not really the right sort of thing. Granite. I'm getting very far-fetched ideas here, but alterating the color might be something I'm looking for. That's very... that stands out a lot, you know. Now it just looks like a goddamn Christmas tree. Oh no. I mean, I do need to start making some Christmas trees for the survival world, but my lord. Let's leave that like that for now. And try and bulk up some of this tree, at least in certain areas. That's not awful, to be fair. That's the closest I've come to actually looking like a tree. Or the actual object looking like a tree, not I mean. Not awful. Could potentially add some vines to it too. That'll add some detail. Man, these custom trees are more than they're worth. Okay, so increase this a little bit. Actually, not so much. Nice middle ground. And let's have that like that. And just some birch leaves covering the top of that. Looks good. I'm glad you like it. Not 100% happy yet. But it's a lot better than what we started with. How long did that take me? Because I've got to do like thousands of those now. I'll probably have like 2 or 3 trees there that size. Like, I wanted these to be like small Minecraft default tree size, so I could kind of scatter them, but I just can't get the same effect at such a small scale. So we'll see. Maybe okay not to, or maybe it will be okay, sorry, to not scatter them as much. Also now I've got to work out where specifically I want one, so I can have probably one there. That's probably going to be okay, maybe a bit further away. I don't need too many too close at least, so that's at least promising. I can probably replace that, but have it there. Yeah, that looks too in line. Maybe there. Again, I don't want too much going on here, and I do need to work on some of these stone areas and just not necessarily bulk them up, but try and make them seem curved to the landscape a bit more. Actually make them look like rocks instead of just these stone pillars, so that needs work. Probably a bit like get some cobblestone. Cobble wall. Actually no slab there. There's a cobble slab. Do I have a cobble slab anyway? Yes. Pick block that. Just so I can have a bit more of a rounded sort of feel. Instead of this massive spike. It's more of just like a smooth rock. Get rid of some of these. Like if I had to do this and just remove some of the height on some of these, I think they'd actually kind of look better. For what I'm going for anyway. It may not look better in the grand scheme of things, but anyway, that's something to be fiddled with. Just keeping that decoration going. Also by here, I don't know, was this on stream or off stream? Tom had the suggestion of, instead of making this just bedrock clutter, make it like a tree's falling down. So I'm going to probably replace all of this with leaves like this. Oh, there's sand there. Yay! Double the decoration. So I'm going to outline where it is at the moment. Again, we'll come back to decorating all this in the future. But this kind of has the sort of same shape as a tree. Sort of. At least the top end of it. So, yeah, what I'm going to do first is probably use that. Again, I can put some cobble walls in and around this to sort of separate it and keep it with the sort of style I'm going for. Like that. So this can be like the tip of our tree over there. So we have it very decorative at the top, so we can probably have some pieces of leaves going off in this direction here. Just not the sand beneath. And then we can have some logs in here now too. At least that's what I'm thinking. So maybe have that there. Again, let's have some height to this too. Man, imagine having leaf slabs. That'd be so good for this right now. Ah. Let's add some depth to it now. So this tree does at least look like it's fallen. Let's actually make it look like it can't, not people can't walk this way, you know? Let's remove the fence for now, because I kind of want the fence to outline the tree more than hinder its position. Let's have some little branch over here. And this is technically going to be drooping diagonally now, right? Oh my god. Jeez. Let's probably move that to there and replace that with a smooth stone slab. In fact, I can probably just go back to that. I need that there. In fact, no, that can just stay as grass block. I'm overcomplicating it a little too much there. Again, I want this to start getting thicker and thicker as it goes on. Don't want so many upwards facing blocks, but there we are. Can have a couple. Like that. So a big tree's just fallen in the way. That at least looks like a tree's fallen down of some kind. I do need to actually have like an upwards branch though, just to signify it a little bit more, I think. Not bad, not bad. Again, let's try and act like some of these are branches. It's not easy. Trying to build a horizontal tree. Ah. It's going to be slightly more curved too, isn't it? Instead of the classic. So I really want the sense of gravity to be acting onto this. Okay. Let's remove that so it actually looks like it's curving. Okay, that's better. So, again, this red zone is meant to signify a pathway, but you can go this way. Does this at least look like a tree? Yeah, I get some tree vibes from this. Good to know. I can probably have some gaps with some of the bark showing. Again, huge thank you to my friend who suggested this, because I would never have thought of a fallen down tree. I mean, I almost forgot about trees in the first place, hence why there was so much stone there. It's like, I'm missing something. Yeah, trees would probably do it. Start to get really bushy at the bottom here now. That's kind of why I've built it off the ground. And I was kind of spamming, but... Okay, so that's very repetitive. Let's also have some more branches going this way. Maybe not as large as that. And then that just comes out quite far, despite the branch finishing off so early. And that's a very square looking... I need a lot of vines on this too. That'll help cover up some of these logs. So we've got the small areas, the small branches, the slightly larger branches coming in around here, so self-development on this side. Again, not massive, but enough to sort of signify that, or at least try and signify this tree's fallen down. And that's the hope. Does one achieve that? I'm thinking, if a tree falls over, how does the branches react? 'Cause they're quite downwards facing branches. I also want some sort of debris over here too, like some sort of snap branch or something. Something like that. You get what I mean? Maybe. Nope. Let's have that sort of connected there. Trying to disconnect some of this tree. At least this somewhat looks like a tree's fallen over. It looks like a very leafy mess, but I mean, it has some reminiscence of a tree. Mainly because they're leaves, but okay. 2 leaves there. And probably 1 log there instead. So there's like been a pathway carved around the fallen tree. It's kind of the vibe I'm going for there. And then that can stay like that kind of, and then we can have our main base here roughly. Again, I'm just gonna make this look really ugly for the time being, but that's fine. Okay, so let's have our base sort of like this. And then some sort of way to signify that this fell over. I don't know how this would have fallen over technically. I haven't really thought of that. Well, the redstone blocks, they're just temporary, so I know like what's happening. So it's like sort of planning blocks effectively. So this is for a pathway. If it's a pillar, then I'll have a sign sort of explaining to myself, like, I know this is for a mountain, this is for a mountain, this is for a mountain. These windy ones are the path, as I say. And then I've got these pillar ones for, like, landmarks, so this is going to be a little village, like here, so, yeah. This is going to be a lighthouse, you know, things like that. It's just temporary blocks, so I've planned it. You can sort of see a route starting to carve around this. It sort of stops around this area, but yeah. That's sort of the whole gist of that. Now I need to sort of come up with, I know, like a burnt block. Maybe it was like struck by lightning or something. I don't know what would have forced this tree to go over. Maybe just wind, but I mean, lightning's cooler. So I might have some fire on this. Fire spreads is off, so obviously it won't spread. Let's have some debris leaves at the bottom. Try and signify that this is that tree that's fallen over as much as we can. You know, things like this. Again, I'll change the landscape later. It's just ideas for now. You know? Right, flint and steel for the ultimate tree action. Let's just check fire spread is off. Fantastic. Don't know how I feel about on the side of blocks, to be honest. And then we can light up probably this area here too. And potentially some of these leaves at the bottom are not in the best of state either, you know? Not bad. I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there. I do realise I've just used birch leaves for this though, so I'm going to have to go and replace all of them. This may help the way it looks, actually. God damn it. And yes, I know I can mix and match them, and I will, but... it's fine. It's a very different green, this, isn't it? Christ, you don't see it until you see it. Oh my lord. Yeah, okay. Again, I'm getting good vibes from this. Which is something I like. It's a bit different to just making a custom tree. This is like, it's more decorative. And it does help when you're trying to explain like a story with this world as well. Obviously a work in progress, but... okay. I don't think I'm representing it 100%, but I mean, as long as it's close. Just go and replace all of these quickly. Man, I placed a lot of leaves, didn't I, Christ? Right, okay. It's almost this part of the tree done. Okay, there's still some birch leaves in and around that, but that's alright. I can probably try and signify dead leaves with a different type of leaf. I can probably test out what... oh, whoops. You know, some of the other sort of leaves look like. To be honest, birch leaves don't look bad as a dead leaf because they're kind of pale. I can probably mix them in like that anyway. Have it like that. I don't want to make it overpowered with birch, but you know, the couple pieces here and there will not be bad. For example, just having like one there or something. Maybe two in this location. Maybe three, I don't know. Something like that. But no, let's have a look at some of the other... or jungle and acacia. Jungle I don't think is going to match it at all, but... no, neither, to be honest. An oak. Let's see. Potentially. Isn't oak just a brighter version of that one? Yeah. I'd say birch is probably the best dead leaf to go with. Certainly... oh no, it's way too bright. Way too bright. Even birch in some scenarios doesn't look quite right. You know what I mean? kind of want the percentage of birch to be higher towards the end of the tree as well. Like it's more, well, at least the fallen part of the tree. Because it is the dead part of the tree, you know? Like, all of this is completely dead. That technically may have some life still going through it. This is none. You know? See how this looks now. I'll just add a few more pieces here and there. Okay, I can see that, I can see that. Now let's have some other bits there, but also some vines. Where are they in the decoration tab? I should probably learn where vines are by now. There they are. Okay, so let's start vining up. Damn it. Without interrupting where I have the double tall grass, etc. Let's probably also get some string, that might be a good idea. Double tall grass, where are you gone? Okay, so vines like this. Now, I do want to get some string here. I don't want this one to grow any further. This one I'm more than happy for it too. That one I don't know, so I'll place some string there. Again, that one growing is fine. Again, grow there, that's cool. All under here, this is going to be quite damp area, I would say. Don't know why I think that, I just do. Again, in here is quite shadowed, I guess. That's probably my reasoning. And then all around the bottom of this too is going to be full of vines. Don't want that one growing though. Again, don't want that one growing. Don't want that one growing. Have some on these leaves, because these are still technically dying because they're on fire. Don't want that one growing past there. And this one here is important because I don't want that one growing past there. Okay. I think that definitely adds to it. Alright. Actually, no. That can go there. Also, this has some vines over this sort of area too. Very orange vines here, which I'm fine with. Okay. Wait, can you actually place these on... No, it's just on grass, I thought so. Any other decoration we can incorporate with these trees? Some sort of greenery on the top would be nice. Except for carpet. Actually, I might be able to use some carpet here. Not like that. I don't know, this is just more for the grass around it, this is, by the looks of it. Meh. Although that's a cool little tool we can use actually, instead of just having it like this, we can have it slightly increased. Which I haven't thought about until now. But there we are. Let's go over some of these areas I've done so far. Just put some carpet on top instead. Not all of them. Just randomize it. As you do. It's not going to make a massive difference to it, but it's just an extra little detail, you know? that extra layer of depth that it's only small but still noticeable, you know? At least I think it is. Oh, whoops. There we are. Oh, and it's in here too. Yeah, this definitely... This is actually what this exactly needed, because this is quite flat here. It's just enough of a difference to really stand out. Happy for that. More things that stand out, the better. Yeah, it's just that extra little detail I think I was missing here. Beautiful. Okay. Happy with that. Tree fallen over, tick. I still gotta probably work on custom trees in the future. But I don't know. At the moment, we'll see. Not bad. I love the detail of the you know, the tree falling over. Like, that works perfectly in my opinion. Big shout out for Tom for that. Real great idea. Like, that would never have come into my mind. Like, I wanted this pathway to be kind of wavy. Wait, does the thing grow past string? Or did I allow that? No, I allowed that one. Okay. Like, if you come through here now, what sense of feeling do you get? Like, you know, apart from the red. You see a massive tree by there. I kind of like that. That's growing on me, you know? Ironically. Here you just have a massive pathway block. I kind of want it to feel like the pathway used to go that way. And I don't get that vibe at the moment. Maybe if I include more podzol here instead of grass pathway, then I'll get more of a vibe. Because that's sort of the rough look I'm going for outside of the pathways. So hopefully bringing some of that in can help. Add some more course to it here and there. Obviously it's been used quite a lot, this path. It's the journey between the very close village and the city. So it's going to be used and it's going to be torn into. At least that's what I'm thinking, but... to make it look more natural, maybe. Something worth considering. Again, this is quite an unrefined area of the pathway, so I'm hoping that adds in some of the detail I feel like I'm kind of missing at the moment. It's very overgrown, and then the rest of the pathway is quite clear. Trim like this, I'll make this quite stony. This way, so it looks like there was a pathway at least as well, so let's add some like foundation to what was that over there. You know, just try and add a bit of detail to it, you know? Instead of something so rough. Black terracotta, there we are, that's what I'm looking for. That's the ideal block to go there, I think. So again, like, from this side, I want to be able to say, hang on, that used to be the pathway coming through. At the moment, I don't get that vibe. I really don't get that vibe right now. So I'm going to try and avoid all these standard sort of grassy textures and go for quite a stony effect in this sort of area. Get some andesite in here because I use that quite a lot. And also I want to get that by there. Because that still looks like the pathway's sort of leading this way, but you've kind of got to go through this very almost niche like pathway. Something not used very often, but having to now. Just add a bit more character to what was here, you know. I think that's a very tight. You know, what I'll do is replace that with that. So again, trying to lead the player to go this way instead of the typical other way. It's quite 45 degrees angle this, so although that isn't too bad, I still get a vibe that. Right, hang on. Let's walk up this properly. Yeah, I somewhat have a vibe of going that way. What I think will help is if I block this off with some more greenery, so it's almost like a hidden walkway. So it's not the first thing the player sees, you know? So that's my thought process on it. So you're kind of covering it off, and then you're like, well, this is kind of overgrown. Almost too much. It does kind of feel over the top now I've done that at the entrance. I think that would... maybe if I overgrow it into this area too. And just do that. Add quite a bit of course to it in this area, etc, etc. Some podzol too, so it's very different to the rest of the pathway. It looks very untextured. That's kind of the point. It is textured, but you know, the black terracotta sort of ends by here. You want to get a decent idea of it before you're walking through the pathway. At least what I'm thinking. Got all these stony blocks, and then all of a sudden it's quite overgrown. Quite a stony effect, because again, that's what I've gone for here, but also I want to get some stairs in here too. I feel like I'm lacking a couple of cobble stairs here and there. So I can definitely add a bit more detail. Those two, for example, stand out to me the most. And then I could probably have that there too. Another thing is, instead of having these two here, which I might not, I might just have something like that. No. Trial and error. It happens. Let's put our stone slab back there. And that back there. Like, with a pathway going like this, you don't expect for it to go sharp left. So I'm hoping that's sort of enough. I hope so. So let's just add in a lot of these grass pathways. Again, try and signify that, you know, this is the way you're supposed to go this way, but you're going that way instead. But I still want to give this an overgrown feeling, you know? Not like that, though. More of a natural one, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Because I want to get some carpet here. Yeah, if I'm having carpet on the side, that's at least helping the sort of natural effect I'm getting from that. It's less standing out as a pathway if I cover some of these off. If you get what I'm saying, maybe, please. Let's also get some wool in here too. That's concrete. There's wool. I place a few of these because, again, I'm using wool for some decoration too. Again, probably gonna try and make this more green than sort of really stony. Like, yes, it's gonna have some stone in it, but I'll try and hide that from the person, at least. Again, when you're coming up this way, you feel like, except for the redstone blocks leading you that way, it's sort of Okay, maybe if I have that in the middle of the pathway. You have to like go around it. That's very obstructive. Damn it. Okay, let's place that vine there instead, and then have that there. That certainly makes me feel like I should go this way, but I've got to go in between. Maybe stick with that for now. I don't know though, because this would be a very used path. Unless this was a recent event, you know? Let's also just quickly do that. I know you're probably going to see little bits of string here and there, but I mean, you can't really notice it. Not when you're walking past quick enough anyway, you know? But no, I'm really glad we did this. Also, there's not that many vines on this side, I've just realised that. And some vines going through this. Really make it feel overgrown instead of just, yeah, I guess this tree fell over. Okay. And there's not many. There's a lot of vines on this side, but not many on this side. Holy crap! I kind of forgot about this. I'm glad I noticed it now. And that can grow down. And let's try and leech our way in here. Nice. Do this. Despite anyone ever seeing it, it's still going to be a detail that I know I've put in here and I'm happy with. God damn it. That there. Then let's have the vines going that way. Like so. Beautiful. Alright. And with that I am happy. Again on this too. Just giving it the vibe that it's connected together, you know. Oh, that's definitely like an overgrown tree now. Fantastic. That's the exact vibe I wanted. Beautiful. That is what we're looking for. Beautiful. So if I'm to get rid of my whoops, hut and hand, let's walk from the God damn, my hair's annoying. Let's walk from the thing. I know it's kind of immersion's broken from that, but just bear with it. So walking up this way. That definitely feels like something's obstructing. Obviously that's not going to be there either, but yeah. Then you're like, where do I go? Probably make that more significant by having the fences this way. And then you're like, oh, there's a pathway through here. It's very hidden, but you know, there's a pathway. Again, vice versa, if you're going this way, that's more obvious. Then you go that way. So I probably won't need so many fences. But I do want to sort of indicate. Yeah, no, I'm happy with this. And then we've had some tent fences put up. Maybe not that one. Whoops. No! One of my vines got destroyed. God damn it. There we are. Not easy to do without a hut in hand. Yeah, so this definitely feels like it curves around this way, and then it sort of leads to this. It almost invites you to curve around more now, but That's kind of the point. Kind of. I do want to have another block. Maybe that. Connecting these two fences in your peripheral may think, go this way. Wait, I can't. You know, I just want that initial thought. You're a furry. God damn it. God damn it. Alright, let's give ourselves our hands and HUD back. And work on this area a bit more specifically. Again, trying to get this natural feeling over this area. And then that'll all be pathway up there. Probably include some fancy blocks too. Again, I want to be quite stony on approach to this, so it definitely stands out to this. So it doesn't look like a mismatch, plus no sort of sign of podzol. Really trying to focus on the difference between the two. Right here. Yes, some coarse dirt, but as I say, I really want to focus on the stone aspect of this area. So let's get lots of andesite, place lots of andesite in. Really give a massive stone effect, you know. I'm gonna have to have some slabs here. Like so. No. I will grab... Where can I find one? There's one. Stone bricks there, probably for the center one. That's okay. Again, let's have some of these just dotted everywhere, because these aren't that common in this area, at least certainly not at the entrance. In fact, what I'll probably do is place that there for that one there. Again, very stone heavy on this side. Despite me want to feel it overgrown, it's the vines kind of give that effect, you know. And even so, I've got some coarse dirt right by here in which I can play around with too. So I'm kind of trying to focus on that. Just giving the brain something like initial thought, right, go that way. That's my main objective here. Obviously you can't, but just to get the, you know, the thought of, right, what happens now if my path's blocked, you know. It's obviously not exactly hard, just look that way, but I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I think it's worth at least, you know, focusing on. Probably have some stone pressure plates on some of the grass blocks I've got dotted around as well, so. Yeah, and some jungle planks too now. Again, there's no wood in this area at all, so it's again trying to... It's two different types of paths, but trying to sneakily hide that. Again, very little grass. Yeah, I think that's covered off quite well, because you still see these sort of carpets in your peripheral vision. I like that. Again, I want to emphasize that this is very green on the outskirts here. Although overgrown, I still want it to be like... This area is different to what you're walking on, you know. Fern in front of that. And just add these extra little details in between the areas too. Even if this is around a fallen tree, still. Important to get the details right. Doesn't look so good there, because of the goddamn biome. It's fine. As long as it's consistently everywhere, I don't think it'll be awful. That. What do I want that block to be? Black terracotta? Yeah. Screw it. Also, that there can probably be stone as well. Also, kind of linking in with this area more than the path, but it's kind of a blend. That then goes this way, like, oh, where do I go? this is a pathway. That's cool. Ha ha ha. Not really that reaction at all. Again, these fences sort of invite you to go this way. I do need, obviously, the actual pathway sort of feel going that way. That's sort of, again, emphasis on these blocks here. Emphasis on the blocks you don't necessarily see going straight this way. In fact, talking of that, I want to get rid of this one for not necessarily Greenwall, but perhaps a Podzol. And then replace this one here so it's not overdone. So then we can have some grass on there too. Yeah, it's like these three line up very well for the viewer site for this area. So that's kind of good. Also, if I probably mine those there, have that there, and then with a cobble slab. Like so. And then probably another one there. It's more inviting for you to go this way. Well, this is a very short piece of, you know, land. It feels like this should have continued through this way, which it should have. But obviously, you now have to diverge. Oh, this is so good. Progress is being made. Beautimous. I'm happy. So the tree's fallen down there. Got our custom birch here and some failed. Well, not necessarily fail. They're worthy of having. But beautiful. Happy with this. We get in there. You know, one step at a time with this project. It really, really is. Yeah, so that's there. It's nice seeing the trees in the background too, because this blends obviously very well with the trees because it's the same blocks. But you get what I mean. Like, it's just a very overgrown version. Having those trees in the background, yes. Admittedly, I'll probably get rid of that one, but I'll probably have a tree in that spot, to be honest, because that fits really well with this. Just looking for the cracks in this. Oh, there's a gap there. It's a tree. And then it's just to end up, like, I want a tree now by here. Just so it lines up with this area. So I want a tree by that. Because then, if you go by here, oh look, there's going to be massive bush there. So it's a massive, overwhelming sort of site of trees. That's not sort of the thing you expect when you've had a pathway like this leading up, you know? It's very open. No trees, well, there will be trees eventually, like more trees like this. You can see the fire from here, you know? But you probably don't think of it as anything until you get a bit closer. You think, oh, that's cool. Huh. Oh, trees in my way. Let's go this way. At least that's what I'm hoping for anyway. That's what I'm hoping for. Right. Okay. So far, that's gone well. I'm happy. So we've made probably a final design custom tree. Might need to practice them off cam. I don't know. In the process of just, I don't know. I'm just going to do some of this, I think. Because, I mean, this needs to be done eventually, so I may as well do some work on it. Is that 3 high? That is 3 high. 3. How has one done this? It is 4.5 technically. Okay. 3, 4.5. 3. So let's just do this. As I say, it is a break from trees and foliage. Just do something a little bit more on the repetitive side. Something I can't really screw up. Something I've already designed. Again, I've taken the break from this very same aspect to the trees because it was a break from it. Now we can take a break from the trees and the foliage and the natural stuff by doing this, you know? then this goes up. I didn't realize it was 333. It's sort of like... I suppose it looks like that now. From a distance, you know? It's not quite 333, but you know what I mean. So that's going to go there. Yep, that's right. I'm really hoping these custom trees look nice, to be fair. Like, stand out and just makes... Well, fits with the detail of the world I've put in so far. I'd be devastated if it's not, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Like, I've thought about every block I've placed so far. There's not really been any I've looked over. You know, I mean, obviously, this area, not so much yet, but of the areas I've done, like, all of this I've properly thought of. There's so much happening, like, it's like, whoa, hang on, what do I look at first? And that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Like, it's almost too detailed, but how did my cow get out? Oh, wait, yeah, leads are broken in this game. Dude, It's an easy fix, but it's annoying because I wanted an open pen, sort of. Come here, you stupid cow. Quite literally. Stay there, you ass. I'm gonna have to get a fence gate, which is fine. It's just I wanted it an open gate, but oh well. Ah, it's spruce, idiot. I thought it was jungle. I mean, most of the other stuff around here is jungle anyway. Again, I'm alright with having a gate there. It's just it looked nice open. God damn it. Either way, that's fine as long as they're contained. Same with the horse here. I wanted this to be open, but the lead would break and they'd just escape. So fun times. Again, I've also thought about just one horse, not two. Try to be really like considerate of like what I'm doing here. Goddamn trees, dude. Goddamn trees. Right. Next step, as I say, probably doing some of the walls. Wait, I didn't do this. Why? I don't know. Just need to take this out. Because I believe this is cobblestone here too. In fact, no it is. There we are. What's that look like from the outside? Just like that. Very detailed. Very nice. Very cool. Although it does look better than just the slabs on top, I will be honest. Improvements, even though we already have designs ready for that. And then we have this block on the outside of the inside. Wall right here. Beautimous. Alright. And then we gotta curve this round better than I have done there. Like I've made these like 2 different radiuses on the inside and outside. 'Cause technically that's how it'd go. Trying to keep it somewhat consistent thing without it making too angular, which this one kind of looks, but I mean the inside one does too, so you can only work with what you got. Same with this, I tried to make this as rounded as possible without too angular, but there we are. Or without making it too angular, sorry. Again, I'm trying to think of all the blocks here. God damn it. Again, this then is another task I've got to do in terms of just chopping this flat to start, as you can see, but yikes. Because, yikes. That's a lot to take out, that is. And the stuff underneath it too is going to be a nightmare. It's going to be beautiful. God damn it. Like this area here could probably do with taking back In fact, let me get some redstone blocks so I can signify this to myself. It's probably not going to happen soon because mining that is going to be such a pain, dude. Like, even if it's just, like, this far away from the wall, I don't mind. But it can't be that far out, you know? So this is probably going to have to go. I'll probably, like, outline it now. Something like this. I'm going to have to take it back this far. It's ridiculous. Go through this way. Like that. It's quite straight. But then again, so is this wall, so I don't want to overcomplicate it too much. Obviously, I could probably get away with doing some things like this. And then extending that, and then... Oh, I don't know. You get what I mean, though. In other words, spend my life removing things underwater, which is fun. And just really detailing the underwater, to be honest. So that's another task we got to do, which is definitely not fun. Like, detailing the water is going to be horrible because there's just so much of it, you know. Like, I probably won't massively go into detail on this more than what's in vanilla, but I do need to touch on it. Like, why is this a thing? Why is there so many underwater caves now? Like, damn it. Although that will help a lot with taking this out. You can only have so much sand falling at once. Oh, yay. Thank you, game. 19, I think, is the magical number. Well, that did help quite a bit, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. Solid, that is. That was actually so sick. What the hell? Alright, let's make this water flowing because I've already got my OCD kicking in on this, even though it's nowhere near done. Good job, me. Flow, water, flow. Come on, dude. Oh, yeah. Snazzy. God damn it, dude. Phil. And you. There we go. Oh, that was land. That's kind of cool how that just technically evaporated. Beautiful. There's so many of those underwater things. That was crazy. But that is going to help with my mining, so I ain't going to complain for once. You know? Hey, you're back. Good, man. Good to see. I've just taken a little bit of a break from the tree action at the moment because it's been a bit of a yikes. But I'm happy with how this has turned out so far. So that's at least good. And then we just need to plant more of these trees. Honestly, this tree isn't awful. I think this can stay. It's just it needs to be developed upon. So, hang on. Let me change this tree. I think I can keep a tree at least here, but we'll see. Not yet. Not yet. In fact, I'll do that now. Dude, in other words, holy crap. Holy crap. Oh, it was a block scene is why. It was a message, that's why. Holy crap. That's really good, dude. Like, that is really good. Sheesh. Good job, dude. Holy crap. Okay. That's insane, dude. Good job. How big is that world? I know you said it's like a full map, or at least you're planning for it, but holy crap. That's mental. Oh no, happily, dude. I'm oh, the top of the map. Okay. Chilling. This is looking a bit square for my liking. So, give me this. A bit like that, although I'll change that to that. And then have that there, have that there. Remove that. I'm overthinking this a little bit actually right now. But that's not too bad. Again, I'm not quite mastering this yet. Hang on. And then also a cobble wall. Better, okay. In fact, what I might do is not stick to the terrain we've got been given there. More so stick it out. And then make use of that. I don't know. So if you need terraform, ask. Yeah, sure. No worries, dude. Alright, okay. We can probably start work on another tree now, actually. Thinking about it, like... Man, I love this game, dude. There's just so much creative ideas. It's just I'm bad at it. Ah. Right. Let's have that like that. And that. Let's bring this one up more. Like so. And then start having these sort of things here. It's the branches. I'm gonna have to reference the one I've already made already. Yeah, so I'm gonna start kicking it off sort of immediately, to be honest. Actually, no, I do want it to sort of 45 at the start, then we sort of arc it upwards. Try and really develop a shape here. Alright, that's better. We have that there. Like that. That's 2 branches. I could probably have 5 on this one, but I don't want to overcrowd it. Gotta remember, I don't want to overcrowd it. No, I'll stick to 4. I could squeeze this in to make a 5, but nah. Let's also make this a bit more curved. The map of the map. Alright. Let me finish this tree first. Don't want to extend it out this way too much because I do, as I say, want to really just pull this away from what it is already. Two hours later, yeah, I know, hang on. It does feel like that with these trees, I will be honest. But no, I won't be too long on it. I meant the branches, not the actual tree itself, sorry. I can maybe have like a mini branch going off this way. Like that. Interesting. And also, would that look badass from down here? Kinda would. It's kind of why I wanted it there. Right, okay. I can move that beacon too as well. Right, 2 seconds. Yeah, that's nutty, dude. That's nutty. Alright, let's have our birch leaves. In fact, I can go over this tree a little bit with some more detail and add some oak leaves, I think. Just here and there to really, like, spruce up, you know, some of these areas. Just try and add that extra detail so it doesn't look as blocky. No, just shoving a slightly different texture. Or is it the same texture? It's the same texture, but different color saturation, etc. You get what I mean. It is different. It's something else for the eyes to look at. Beautiful. Alright. Oops. And get this one here too. Alright, I think that's a decent mix. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Has the center got any? Does now. There we are. Yeah, it's such a subtle change. You can barely notice it, especially when you look at like blue in the background, but if you properly look at the tree, it's noticeable. And it sort of gives that autumn feeling, almost. Kind of, not really, but you get my point. Right, okay. So, take 2. Alright. Again, I'm just going to focus on the one type of tree leaf for now. Going in and changing them after is a job that does not need to be done now. Okay, so that's not too bad. There's a first branch. At least I don't think so. A bit more things, some of that. Okay. Like full focus mode when it comes to these goddamn trees, man. Holy crap. Alright. Don't like how that's at the same level. Damn it. If I do... Oh, for God, no, I still don't get a good vibe from that. Maybe if I do that. Like that, maybe? Okay, that's a bit better. It's quite chunky, but I think a breakup of textures will help with that. Again, we'll see. I don't want to rely too heavily on the texture breakup, you know, like that. Yes, it'll help, but as I say, from a distance, it's not always the easiest thing to spot. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let's move on to the next one. Again, just cover the outsides. Pretty much from the start. And then shape it from there. Hold up, yeah, no, let's have that there. Again, not like that. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Again, just add these sort of details in the background, trying to really make it feel like it's, you know, structurally, well, not structurally sound, but you know what I mean, like, it looks the part. Alright, am I finally getting, like, a niche to this? Please say yes. Please. I'm gonna add a bit more leaves in these areas too. Again, a very small branch here. Let's not try and focus too much on that right now because I've got to do this one too. What's the height difference? 89, 84, so it's 5 higher. That's a lot higher actually, isn't it? Maybe not as spiky. Maybe a bit more subtle. And really try and switch it up as much as possible. Yeah, I like that. And then that like there. A lot of diagonal blocks I'm finding myself using in this, to be honest. No, that's too much. Okay, again, is that too square? Eh. Dude, I make the weirdest noises, don't I? Holy crap. Okay. I think maybe make it a bit bushier in some areas on the underside. Just to add a bit of width and girthiness to the tree. Just so it feels, you know, again, not too top heavy. Again, I also want to add a little bit of, you know, tree coming off so it's not too much of an air gap. Just slightly having some leaves come off diagonally off these branches. I don't want to overdo it. I think that one's almost overdoing it, if not is overdoing it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah. Okay, now let's just double check. We're in like an angle I can actually see it. That one's very, very narrow in comparison. It's nowhere near as wide. This kind of worries me. Like, do I need all of this bushiness? Again, I've gone very spiky on this one. You know what? It's different. I've got a bit too much at the bottom compared to the other ones, so I can probably trim a little bit out. Yeah, that's not too bad. Again, this is wider one way, is it? Actually, with this one, what I will do is change this area up here a little bit and add some more leaves here, because this seems quite like an empty side. I don't want to make it too much, but, you know. Just like that. Because that was like almost non-existent, that branch there. Even so, I might make it taller again, just by one. Without trying to make it look the same everywhere. There we are. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's a bit more balanced now. Again, this is quite an maybe have a leaf or two. Let's try that. And there's not much happening in terms of this area here. Maybe just have a little bit of a branch going off like this. You know? Now let's randomize this one in terms of the oak leaves as well. Again, it's going to take so long just to like perfect this like little forest, let alone the entire map I'm doing. No, I've already got one there. I don't want to have too many in that area, but I will have there. Is that noise outside my window? Yeah. Shut up. No, I'm kidding. Ooh, no, that's a nice autumn. Why is it... I guess that's where there was a... That looks very odd there. I think I'll have it there. It's a tiny bit less prominent there. I don't like how it differs that much between the one tree. If it was all of one tree like that, I wouldn't mind so much, but ooh, not quite so heavy difference. Please. Like that. Like that. Like that, I think. Maybe. There we are. Happy with that. Again, I may go back and change these in the future. But you know what? They look at least consistent, to be honest. I'll say that, well, to some extent. The edges aren't quite as high on those there, actually. I will probably lower them. Oh, whoops. Have it like that. So I'd say the edges aren't as tall on this one. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it somewhat consistent so it looks kind of nice. Also, that will probably have one there too. Yeah, so a little bit better. Try and just fill some gaps, you know. Like, I don't want them like the edges too low, but I don't want it higher than the main. I want the main one to be the same height or taller than the edges. So as long as I keep that consistent, I think the trees will look kind of the same. I just gotta hope, like, that one's quite narrow and that one's quite wide. So again, it may be a case of just adjusting a few things here and there. So it's more like that. I don't know. Not easy. Because, yeah, at the moment I had it like that, and I roughly... Not that, but you get my point. Yeah, not easy. Damn it. I don't want to show the birch leaf like that. And then that looks really square anyway, so no. Maybe just that. Quite simplistic, not over the top. And maybe just a bit lower for that one there too. Yeah, alright, I'm happy with that. I say that. Go back to it. Right, let's remove this beacon area here. As you do. To actually make it look like there's not actually some massive block of iron in the way. Right. Last layer pretty much. It's a crazy amount of blocks you actually need for a beacon. It's actually ridiculous. So getting them in survival is a pain in the ass. Anyway, enough about that. What does this look like from this angle? Finally. Kind of cool, actually. They're tall, but they're alright. I wouldn't say it's mental. Again, they are quite tall in fairness. But then again, I don't know. Is it too tall? I mean, you can still see the top of the towers. How about from back here? Yeah, that's fine in terms of that. I don't mind them being somewhat tall. It's just every tree being at least that size is going to be like, oh wow, okay. I don't know. Okay, we got a broken... Actually, what's the broken tree look like from this sort of path? Very rough laid out path, but... Oh, it's right in the line of sight, isn't it? So that's like almost a landmark, or not landmark, but point of interest. You walk past, oh, well, there's a broken tree there. Walk down the path. And then, I've said this numerous times on this stream so far, but block path makes you feel like, where do I go? Blah, blah, blah. I'll go this way instead. Happy days about that. Also, cobble can go there. Again, I want this a very stony path there. Good. Good, good, good. Alright. Do need... why is there podzol there? I don't want podzol here. What am I doing? Why did I do that? What? What? Okay, I want this going right to the edge, so it seems like it's... Oh, now I'm having dilemmas about the pathway too. Okay. Give me some gravel. I don't want it to seem going too far out to then go back in. I'm very much overthinking this, I do realise that, but... I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really entice me to go left because of this blocking it. Again, I'll have to wait until I get the actual sort of stuff done for this, you know. I'll probably have some coarse dirt in front of this so I can actually have these large ferns here, and that's the reason I had podzol there before, to be honest. Have another piece of andesite there. Black terracotta. Again, I'm going over the top for this area because I just want it to stand out that it's different. Let's have that there, so then I can have another coarse dirt there. It's very dirty though. And that's what I do. Oh, god damn it. Have that there. Large grass there. And then another stony block there. I don't like that, it's way too repeated, but you get my point. Where's cobblestone? Actually, a cobble stair. or this way. Yeah, so you're going straight into some foliage, and then it's like, it's sort of a pain in the ass to go around, but that's kind of the point. Don't want you leading into it. The tree's meant to block the pathway, you know. So we'll see. We will see. Let's also remove these two redstone blocks, because, I mean, they look out of place now, so. There we can have, again, more, probably black terracotta there. Haven't spaced this out very well, to be honest, so I can probably have black terracotta there to centralize it. And a furnace. There we are. Just something like that. And then we'll probably have some green wool on the side, again trying to signify that this is the natural sort of side. I want to really emphasize that, like I haven't already, but you know what I mean. Green carpet, again just a little bit of extra detail. So let's walk through. I don't think my mind's really attracted to going this way. I think what will help that is if I have a fern there. Coarse dirt. Nope, coarse dirt there. And just really emphasizing that this is overgrown, sort of esque, on the right before you get to the point. You can probably have some podzol here too. Again, like, podzol is going to be everywhere that the path isn't. You know, so having it on the edges as you're leading up to it sort of tunnel visions you, I guess, to go straight. It's only for like 2 seconds of thought process I'm doing this for, but you think, where do see, that doesn't need to be there. I don't want that there at all, because I need that to be something stone-like. Again, for the impression, like I'm going straight. Oh, great! I've already got andesite there. Beautimus. Place that there and some cobblestone there. Really stony effects. In fact, I haven't used, where are they, slabs in a long time. There you are. I want some slabs there. It's not too important what the blocks look like in comparison to this side to that side if I'm using too many of the same block. To be honest, I'm kind of going for that for once, to overpopulate it with everything. Right. Okay. Am I happy with that? Yes. For now, I need some more work, but yes. For the most part. I suppose I'm a happy boy. Okay. I'm going to take a 2-minute break, get some water, and quickly stretch, because, I mean, I've been sat in this chair for a good 2 hours already. My muscles do need a bit of a walk around, so it won't be long. But yeah. 2 seconds, because I do need to stretch. It's a good time to save. If my game crashes now, I'll be so upset, like, you know. Ben 2000, hello, I'll be back in literally 2 seconds. I'm going to get a drink of water and stretch my legs a little bit, but yeah, I'll be back literally now. So, BRB, if you want to post in chat, I'll still be able to read it. If you want to talk to me in chat, ask me anything, I have my phone with me. I'll be able to reply to any questions. But yeah, I'm just going to go quickly get a drink. So, BRB. Okay, we back. Sorry for the awkward smile. Okay. Right. Ooh. Interesting. Got like a wood taste to that. Okay. Okay. Anyway, let's make sure chat's back up. Okay. Wonderful. Phone. Oh my god, are you serious? There we go. Right, okay, so again, planning some more tree. I probably have a tree close to the pathway here, actually. Let's just plant some trees by just doing some pillars up with some birch. Maybe one here too. Mod texture pack. This is the natural texture pack on PS4 and console edition. I really do enjoy this texture pack, actually. It's probably one of the better ones that we have on here. That and maybe the fancy one. Because that's quite good. Although, I feel like it's quite a plasticky texture pack sometimes. But either way. So yeah, there's no tree there because... in terms of spacing, having a tree here wouldn't be bad. But... the only issue I have with that is that this is very close to this area here. I mean, I could have it okay, let's move this one slightly over. I might be able to squeeze another one in. Have that right on the edge. That sounds kind of dirty. And then have this squeezed into here. Maybe have a broken birch branch too, maybe there. You like the plastic one? Fair enough. It's very simplistic texture pack. It's just personally not for me. Although redstone could be kind of cool with it. I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of a cool thing to have. Right, okay, I think then nearer the mountains we'll have our spruce woods. Again, planning out a forest, that's something I've never done before too. Yikes. Also, with this river, how am I going to have it? Am I just going to have it come through this way and cut over this land? I've got to think how I want this now. It's the main river from the ocean, pretty much. Interesting. Your boy uses fantasy. Yeah, no, fantasy's not a bad one, but I just feel like a few textures in there don't match with the others. But no, apart from that, I do like the fantasy one too. Feel like the fantasy's a cross between plastic and this, actually. But I don't know. No, it's not actually. It's nothing like that. It's just slightly plasticky. I do find it slightly plasticky. Just my opinion. Again, I love this texture pack, but you know, that's just how it goes. I only use this one and the standard one usually, and the festive one for the Snowville festive. You subscribe, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. The more the merrier the Christmas. No, okay. Oh, good God. Oh, don't get me started on bad jokes. That wasn't even a joke, that was just a really, really bad sentence, let's be honest. Okay. Got a nice amount of trees on the outside here. Hopefully none are overpoweringly, you know. Do I want too many near the coast? I don't want too many near the coast. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one up slightly. Not massively, just a little bit. So it feels like you're under the leaves, or you're surrounded by leaves. You've already got trees there. You're going to have another tree there, another tree there. You're going to be surrounded by leaves. And now they're on the pathway too. Hey, nice. Okay. Cool. We can probably have a tree here, and also let's fill this in. May as well be filled in now. Like so. It doesn't look very nice at the moment, but bear with. We'll come around to that. I have a tree there. And then we can have like our spruce ones coming out this way now. Maybe. Have a few spruce ones here and there. Have the birch continue down here maybe. One towards the coast. The Cops and Robbers map on your Xbox 360. Hey, that's pretty cool, dude. I have a friend of mine who's really into maps like Cops and Robbers, hide and seek as well. I do understand the, passion behind them. I'm not happy with this one still. I want to have maybe one here to kind of connect these two, because like that is probably going to be the last. I don't know. I'll probably have birch all the way going to the village actually, and have a couple of spruce ones maybe on this land if I don't decide to chop it off. New build adventure maps, yeah, fair enough. No, they are cool. I'm just building a map that I think looks kind of pretty. No more reason to it than that. I'll have another birch tree there, I think. So we've got quite the selection of trees surrounding us. It wouldn't be bad to have one on the coast there, but I think it'd just be a bit much. And then perhaps we start getting into a couple of spruce ones over this way. Like this. Again, another one here wouldn't be bad. Another one here wouldn't be bad. But it would be bad because it's going to take me ages. But that's not the point. God damn it. And I want to introduce some birch again towards the village area. Maybe not exactly there, because I haven't really planned out what I'm doing with the village yet, but maybe more over this way. And then towards the coastline on the outskirts of it. Maybe, again, I haven't planned this out properly yet, so this is just very rough for the moment. Let's actually get rid of this default Minecraft one. Crappy tree. Right. Again, not sure what I'm doing with the river yet. It's a very meandering river, isn't it? Left and right, left and right, left and right. Okay. I do need to decide what I'm doing with this land. I'm having a mountain here, so having the river actually go around here makes more sense, I think. I just had a thought too, goddammit. Wait, hang on. If I'm having the mountain go pretty much all the way around there, like this, I can sort of, because I'm getting rid of this river here, I can start the river from the mountain and have water falling down, because I hate how flat water is in this game. There is no variation in the height of water. My favourite block, that's an interesting one. Favourite block. Interesting. Don't know if I have a favourite block. I do like a lot of redstone stuff because I do use redstone quite a lot. The Observer is a good block. In terms of redstone. Something I'm still learning properly, but yeah. Not really blocks or items. I don't know. If you're on about textures, then dirt, seeing as you use, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Dirt's a good answer. Grass paths, I love how they introduced that. They're really good. You know, as a generic one, probably grass and grass paths. Redstone observers and pistons, perhaps. And slime blocks too, in terms of redstone, but yeah. And I do quite like Prismarine. It's a very interesting building style if you can master it, but if you pull it off, it's great. At least I think it is, anyway. Maybe another spruce tree here. Have like a mini spruce forest here between the birches, you know. Another spruce tree next to the lighthouse there. Yeah, so I've got to make a sign now saying. Right. Tallest. Oh, not tallest mountain peak. How do I word this? Mountain peak? That actually sounds like mountain peak. It's not meant to be like that. Your favorite slime blocks? Fair enough. Reminds you of the water temple on this. Yeah. Actually, had a survival world where we just took out the entire thing. It was a pain in the ass to do because we had to get like thousands and thousands of blocks of sand. Not fun, but it was kind of worth it in the end. Right, what else am I writing for this? So, river source from this. Because in real life, water starts from like the hills and the mountains, trickles down and ends up in lakes, rivers, and then the ocean. That's how it usually, well, that's how it works in real life, so it's kind of annoying how all the water is flat in Minecraft. River source from tallest peak. And then I'll just have water. I won't have waterfall, I'll have waterfalls. Spaces in between. Not a waterfall, but it falls down. Right, okay. Would you like some croissants? Another flat earther, honestly. Yeah, literally. Probably have another tree here in terms of population's sake. How's this looking? I think that'll look wicked. Have some, trees in between the village because it's more of a built-up area. We can have trees in the city. I might have a tree in there, like it's one central, like, look at me tree. Maybe not. Again, I don't know where I'd have it, but there we are. And it'd probably be an oak one too. Or some cheese. God's sake. So that pathway works this way around there. And then in between these trees, I'm going to have like other points of interest too. Like mine shafts and God knows what else. But you can sort of see now it's starting to piece together a bit more. With that tree being there, that being there, that being there, that being there, that being there, etc. Like, you can maybe start to picture this in your head, like, starting to really come together. Or at least I can, because I've got so many, like, views for this. I don't know. Part of me wants to make this quite stony on this edge here, too, so I'll signify that by... Again, this is going to be right next to where the mountain is, so having some of that stone underneath... Oh, for God's sake. I'm playing so much here. Okay. So, in terms of visualizing this, we're going to have the water in the center here. This is a little river. Gonna have a nice little bank on the side with our pathway up here. And then we're going to have a mountain here. So the stone's going to carry through here before changing back into like, well, the path's going to be like the separator between the grass and the stone, I think. Maybe. And then have some grass coming down here for the tree. So we have the limit for this roughly going about here. Not quite there. That needs to be more, for God's sake. Build a ship. I will be eventually. Having a dock over here. So, like, you know, all the goods are going to come into the city from this port here. And then I'll be having a ship either on its way or docked up at this place. Docked up would be easier, but on its way would be cooler. Depends which one I'm feeling. But yeah, no, I'll definitely be having a ship because you can see this this water is massive, you know. It's huge. Again, I'm going to take it out of the island as well. If you want to, dude, yeah. If you want to. Also, let's get rid of these. Again, it depends when I'm available, because the next couple of days I'm going to be switching up the games a little bit. Although I do want to play some of the Snowville Survival series, so I don't know. We'll see. Oh wow, this is overgrown massively. Let's get some more of that string real quick. Oh, that's going to be the same height. Okay. Change of plans. But that'll automatically go to that one, won't it? Damn it. And that's what I do. No, I can't. Okay. Well, if that just grows like that, that grows like that. That's fine. Give me string. Have that there. Remove that one. Just perfect some of this area I maybe didn't care enough about before. Don't mind if that droops all the way down. That's alright. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Or is that spread upwards? I don't know. And of course, can't have anything above it. God damn it. Just keep it like that. If that spreads again, then we'll know it spread. But there we are. I'm probably being a bit thick at the moment. Not unusual. Okay. Right. You remade Stampy's Lovely World. Oh, cool. I've never actually seen a Stampy video, but I can imagine it's pretty cool. Alright, let's maybe have another tree here again. This is going to be quite a tightly packed forest. At least that's what I had in mind. I don't think I can squeeze another one in there with the birch one there. Like, my brain's really wanting to. So let's get rid of this. I don't want vines here. Stop. Yeah, no. I have been. It's just, goddamn, vines still do it anyway. Actually, no. I don't want to put. If I'm having a village here, I kind of want to, because the waterfall's going to sort of end at this point, because you can see the height of the land just as general, but the pathway is going to be higher here. So if I do this and sort of indicate where some of the waterfalls are going to be, I kind of want a 2-stage waterfall. Right, falls. It's a bit like the rapids, so it trickles down, and into a nice calm ocean. Then I think that would make the most sense. Again, trying to plan out these. Dude, vines are the worst, man. Great, but I wish you could stop them from spreading. Like, is there a setting for that? Goddamn hope there is. So start by maybe taking that back a bit too, because I want this to be quite wide here. And this is just going to be the base of the mountain, which I'm going to have a whale of a time building. Anyway, so I think that'll come down there, and then I think the water will probably trickle down from, I don't know, a point like here. So it goes down here, starts working its way down, meandering down a little bit, going down here, into this. So using part of the natural stuff they've given us, but kind of overhauling everything. And I can probably have something similar on the other side. So potentially, if the water's coming from there, this can probably split off at a halfway point. This is a very rough, like, guide for myself. So this sort of splits off like that, and then splits off like that there. Again, it's just for myself, so I understand what's happening. This starts trickling down. Kind of want it to be higher than that one, but then again, I got to consider this entire river here is a lot higher. So if I build a mountain down to here, so see, I'm connecting the lands now is what I'm doing, so I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yikes. Now you built a castle to the build. I mean, holy crap, dude. Holy crap. So we've got a mountain there. God, this looks so much better with the trees, though. Holy crap. Even just the logs, it looks better. Crap, okay. So we have that coming down here. I guess I'm connecting the land between... See, I still need this to be lower than the pathway, really, this... So I have the pathway higher. For longer. Potentially. Let's actually make a proper pathway plan now. Because this is just messy. Again, trying to keep a very high sort of... You know... the words, come on. A very high height, you know. Path. Can't English when I'm trying to focus on what's happening with the world around me. Okay, let's get rid of these redstone blocks. Because they say I do want the path to be higher than the water. To be honest, this water... I want it to be high enough to have significance for the waterfall, but also the pathway to be taller so you're overlooking the waterfall at the same time too. I'm kind of struggling with that at the moment. What I could do potentially is pull this pathway. Instead of kicking it out so far, I could make it a bit tighter, which will decrease the time it takes to get from there to there, which is kind of what I'm trying to avoid. I want it to be as extensive as possible. But I do want to be able to walk along the waterfall and think, oh, that's pretty cool. Which I'm not really getting the vibe of right now. So I could potentially... See, if I pull this closer here, I can always whip this tighter out like that, so I can meander the pathway around more. So that's, you know, that's fine. Like, I can get rid of this and reconnect it to that point after going out wide here. Like, I could just start doing this like so. Again, this is probably going to look ass in terms of actual pathway, but god damn it. Let's try and focus up and actually build something that looks okay. Again, so we could build a path like that. Maybe not so sharp there. Again, doesn't have to lift up, but... You get my point, you know? I haven't properly planned the village yet, and that's probably something I should be able to do relatively soon, but have the path kick out there. That gives me another excuse for something here. Maybe it's a building instead of just another tree. You saw it on the pic, it's not so big. Why does it have to be on the limit? Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, I wish there was a way to change the build limit, even if it was just a PC thing that mostly is. You know, it would be nice. Again, so let's try and raise this here. So again, so we have something to work with. So I've got to kind of pull this away and maybe higher too. It's going to be quite steep, but I'm alright with that. This area is quite steep, you know. Just probably pull this back. Again, it's going to be quite steep. In the grand scheme of things, like... Right, now let's change this. So instead of having that there, we go this way. Not much of a difference yet, but there will be. And then in fact, I'll just do this now. Pull this across this way. It's a very weird shaped path, but bear with it. I mean, I could if I wanted to go between, but I kind of want to still overlook this. So have it goes pretty much straight across there. It's to be quite manufactured pathway at this point. Use manufactured lightly. Ah, I know the frustrations, don't worry. Again, we've got more height here, so we are overlooking it at least now. Let's at least then bring this here. Try and bring this down here. And then connect that up like so. That looks natural. It's a nice height difference, actually. Get rid of this one, what we initially planned. Yeah, I think that pathway looks alright. I don't think it's perfect. Like, let's do that. That looks a bit better, a bit more curved. Alright. And then we've got to bring this then to sort of this height here. Like that. Roughly. Again, this is very estimated at the moment. There we are. And then this is again going to be all raised up here, and then blah blah blah. Not fun, but I mean, if it works, it works. Right, okay. At least I feel like we're getting somewhere now, you know? Also, let's remove part of this, because it's not going to extend that far out. It will, but it'll incline up as stone. There we are. So that's going to fall down like that. Still quite high in the grand scheme of things. Really? Oh. Unless I just have the one. So I have the depth of the waterfall I want, but not the sort of... I guess I can have two waterfalls, like I have now. So I have this as the height of this one. Here. So that is changed to here. And then this one goes back to this height. Something like that, I don't know. Let's just get rid of this here, just so I know where the waterfall's going to be, because this is more than enough of a height of drop to look at least dramatic and look cool. At least I think, anyway. You know, the only thing I worry about is that we're not close enough to the thing there, the pathway. Again, I can change the pathway. That's not set in stone, hence why it's in redstone. You know, that's why the entire reason I do use redstone, because it's bright in your face. You never miss it. You never forget about it. And it's very temporary. And now I could possibly start planning out this area here. Like here I've already planned some sort of building, so I could probably plan the shape of it. But I don't want to do that yet, I don't think. Because I got to terraform this mound. I'm getting ahead of myself, I am. Playing all these little bits and pieces when I haven't even done the walls of this thing yet, you know? Although it is nice to switch between repetitive, creative, you know? Switch between back and forth. Again, I've got to go and change all of this to dirt. So I've got a lot of things to do. Like a lot. And then I've got to follow the course, like, just completing this little area without even starting the mountain is going to take a while. Yikes. Oh well. As I say, it's worth it in the end, because if it looks fantastic, then it was worth it. And, you know, for the time I've put in so far, it's definitely been worth it. It's just been a lot of my time, so, you know. It's just a case of not stopping and wasting all that time. It's about carrying through and making sure it was worth my time. So let's have another drink, because dry throat. Dude, I am getting some, like, splinter taste in there, holy crap. It's like somebody sharpened their pencil in my drink. That's the exact vibe I get from that. Like when all the kids in school would always, oh, you know, I'm gonna ruin his drink. Put all the pencil sharpenings. Oh my god, that was the worst. When you didn't realize. You found your manor house. Hey, sick, dude. Sick. I'm still searching for something called my sanity right now. God damn it. I think one thing I do need to really pay attention to in this is where I'm going to have specific landmarks. Because right now we've got the main city, which is great. But what comes with the city? Well, we've got a dock, which is fine. But, you know, mine shafts, is that going to be a thing? You know, I've got to think of many, many things here. Not just inside the walls. So, you know. Although inside the walls is pretty much planned. Just not built. So, yeah. That's the situation. What time is it now? Christ, we've been streaming for a little while. Yeah. Good. At least 2 hours. At least 2 hours 15. Something like that. Christ. Wait, is it? Or was it longer? When did I start? Oh, I started around 8, didn't I? Oh no, it's about 3 hours 15. Christ, okay. Interesting. Okay, well. Again, we've made good progress at least. Part of me wants to end stream now, but I don't really. I want to keep going, really. Because I do want to keep on pursuing on with this. But I might do some of the more boring things off cam, like building more trees. I can probably do off cam if you think it would be boring. The mount, I can't start the mounting yet, and doing the walls, probably another boring project. But like, if you guys are alright to see that, then I don't mind streaming it. Like, be more than happy to. It's just a case of whether you guys would want to watch it. So yeah. Carry the family-friendly stream. Shit. Okay, I do need to work on the inside walls as well. It's just the beginning. A war is coming. You'll be on the right side of the evil side. A war is coming, but you are on the loser's side. God damn it. To be honest, I might as well take this out now. Did I leave a note on this? I did. I said either watchtower for ships or abandoned tower crumbled. Okay, so watchtower I discontinued, so probably turn this into a broken watchtower where ships have to navigate between, because that's a smart idea. Maybe I should move that to there. Again, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if I can just destroy that island, then that's another job done quickly, isn't it? If it's a destroyed thing, then maybe not, but yeah, I get my point. I don't know which one to go for, to be honest. Again, that's why I've left it there. So many of these redstone things, there's like so much redstone now I can see in my peripheral vision that it's like, there's so much to do, what the hell. Like, if I go inside of here as well, like, there's removing the land, which I mentioned earlier. And there's all these bridges I gotta do, all these different areas, all of these, like, different how this can go. The way how you cut corners, nice. I mean, I don't cut corners necessarily. Wait, hang on. Do you see? I don't cut corners. It's just I'm skipping between projects over and over. Yeah, no, this is definitely gonna go. I'm not having that. So yeah, I'm gonna have then. In fact, what I'm gonna do is gonna get a redstone line here, probably somewhat here-ish, signifying that that's not gonna be there. Something like that. Just so I know myself that there's going to be like a different height for that. I don't know, but that's that means that's got to be raised up too. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, how do I do that? What the hell? Okay. I'll have to look at some inspiration for this. I think this area, which is fine. You know, looking at inspiration is perfectly okay. It's just Christ. Oh yes, I just had the idea of the century, because it's going to be like the rich area or the king. I don't know what to call it yet. King special name insert here. But oh my god, I just had the idea of the century. So I'm gonna have probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5? Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna have this go up here. To whatever height it's gonna really be. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm gonna encase this like so. Let's go to the back, place a block first, and then what I'll have is buckets of water flowing into the river, and there'll be like these little lakes. I've built that completely the wrong height, but you get my point. That'll go down like that. There'll be like these little lakes here and here, either side of the walkway, leading into the place. The only issue I have with this building right now is if I have the entrance at the back, then everyone will look at the back of the building. I don't think I want that. I want, unless I just have it facing this way, so I'm looking at the front now. That's a possibility. And then you have the pathway not curve. I want it to be, do I want it to curve or do I want it straight? Kinda want it straight. No. To the rich area straight. Yeah, to the rich area straight. Sharp edges. 45-degree angles. Straight. Oh, that looks so sick, though. Woo. Happy. Hello, man. How are you doing? Okay, we are getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there, though. God, look at the size of the beacons. They look tiny. Oh, wait, no, that one's, like, buried underwater. Underground. Never mind. I was going to say, that looks tiny. What the hell? This needs some work on, I think. Like, my friend suggested that I add some supports in for this, so I don't know what specifically. Maybe do this or something. I don't know. Would that look okay? Oh, that wouldn't look bad. I thought it would look worse than it did. I'm good, thank you. How's your December going? Do you want to play some Roblox roleplay? Oh, no. Oh, no. Sure. Oh, dear. Oh, dear God. Alright, so what happens then if I pull this all the way down? Just out of interest. Does that look too repetitive? Do I have it? That's surprisingly okay. What about the front entrance? Because this is on a straight, so I'm just interested. So we'll have one there and one on the main. I can't have one on the main entrance. There's no way, but I can have them on either side. Again, I'm not keeping this grass at the bottom. It's ugly as fair, I know. So like that. Ooh, yeah. I would have one in the center, but I'll just have one every other one, I think. Excellent. Oh my god. Hello, Rob. No, I'm good now. Yeah. I think I'll have it every other one. Oh, whoops. As I say, I wasn't planning on having these initially, but my friend did suggest the idea. And I like the idea, so well, it was worth a try anyway. It's like 2 seconds. I don't need to add too much detail into these because I've already got that on the wall behind it, and then that is just too much. I'm alright with that. You find me, I'll find you. Oh god. Yikes. It's a yikes from me, Chief. Holy crap. There we go. Put my phone back on charge now. How would I support it for that part? Oh, for God's sake. There's so many things in my head, like... Why? Help me. Please. But no, we will get there. Eventually. Find me in the pink van with free candy on the side. Jesus. Good God. I'll pass on that one, eh? Let's have it like that. Gladly. Oh, God. Yikes, Chief. If I have that there, that does still do that, okay. God damn it. Where's my shovel? There's my shovel. There we go. Hang on. A second. Just place that in there very delicately. There we go. There we are. Hey, man. Okay, so we have that up there. Let me start the... Wait, is that the same level? Yep, so we have the tree somewhat starting... Not there, but there. And then we have something like that. And then this is where the branches start. Roughly. Your AFK fish farm isn't working? Okay. What part about it? Are you looking at the right spot? Have you built it exactly? And also, is it your world you're doing this on, or is it a friend's world you're doing it on? If it's a friend's world, it can be very hit and miss. But if it's your own world, then it should work as it does in the video. Again, if you have any other issues, just let me know, dude. Okay, I try not to be too over, you know, going too high there. It's not letting you throw it in, and then it's on a realm. Okay. Is it on bedrock? Or is it on Java? Yeah, I'm using a texture pack. It's the natural texture pack. Bedrock. I did say it was specifically for PS4. I've never used Bedrock myself. I don't know how it would work on there. I did say at the start of the video it was specifically PS4. If it did work on the others, I was unsure. It should work on PC, but Bedrock I'm not 100% sure on because I've never used it, and PlayStation, even though this looks like an Xbox controller, hang on. PlayStation, so yeah, no, I can't. If I had access to Bedrock, I would happily like try and work with you to try and work it out. My best suggestion, try fiddle with the timings. Try have the 2 repeaters in the back. Try 4 ticks in total, 5 ticks in total, 6 ticks in total. Yeah, there you are. Exuma has a Bedrock design. There you are. So use his. Sorry, I couldn't help with that. Somebody just joined. Thank you for joining the Discord. I appreciate that. Beautimus. Again, yeah, sorry I can't be more assistance of the... you don't like the texture pack? Sorry to say that, dude, but I'm sticking with this. Fair enough, you don't like it. It's probably one of my favourite ones. The main reason I used it is for the Bedrock being such a dark block I can use. But sorry, dude, I'm gonna stick with this. Although I do want to see what this will look like in another texture pack in the future. That would be sick. Just chuck the festive texture pack on. That'll look horrible. I think you can escape me on the stream, Christ. Good job. I see that message pop up. I mean, if you want me to see what this world looks like in a different texture pack right now, I'd be more than happy to. It'd be hilarious. Or hilariously bad, I should say. Right. Okay, let's try and get some diagonality. Try and get some diagonals going here, though. Diagonality. Jesus Christ. Actually, let's go there. Try and make it spread out as possible. That's getting a bit too close for comfort. Let's go this way. Like that. Oh. Actually. Yes, like that. And then up like that. Sure. And then we have this one go here. We can probably cut in this direction because I've given myself the space to. And then we can kind of cut. Which way's got the most space? I do want to bring this one out a little bit, actually, from what I've just seen. From the bird's eye view, I want to pull this one out. That's nice, kind of curvy, almost like a windmill shape at the top. Not going for that, but I mean, hell yeah. And then that up there. We'll see. We'll never leave. Right, okay. Not bad. It kind of covers the windmill, which I was kind of proud of the windmill. I was like, no, you can't see it. But I suppose if you really look this way, you can still see the windmill. And having that view going there, that's still very nice. So I can't complain about that. I was thinking of having the windmill on this side initially, and I might still swap it around to this side, thinking about it. Because I thought, oh, I'm going to have loads of space, the land's going to see it. Now it's covered up by trees, maybe not. So yeah, I'm going to swap the windmill side on. In fact, I'll do that now because it's on my mind and I'll forget if I don't do it now. So, hold up. Let's do this now. Again, it's weird to use hay bales for this, but I want to do something different, so why not? There we are. Just build this. Wait, if I build that? Yeah, that's the right way. Okay. Good. I don't know why I swapped the sides of it, to be fair. I think it's because I had one design on here. I didn't like it, so then I thought, right, let's build it on here, see if I like that one. Compare the two, and then I never built it the other side, so let's do that now. Again, very weird to use hay bales for this, but I mean, meh. Something different, you know? And I think, like, if you really think about it, like, wheat would have been in nice supply back then, so why not use wheat? Oh, am I making any sense? Probably not. I never really do. Alright, let's quickly swap this around, as I say. Like so. Hopefully I've built this right now. I've been going a little bit quickly, so hopefully I've made any mistakes. It looks about right. And looking out, going in, that's better. You can actually tell that's meant to be a windmill. Well, if you class what it looks like as accurate, then sure. Again, there's a few more details around the windmill and the farm area I may touch up on. For the most part, it's done. Like, I've done the interior of the buildings, but this one I think needs a bit more work on the interior. Again, just little touch-ups though. For the most of the part, for the most of it though, I am pretty much done in this area, which is a good feeling, to be fair. Alright, so now you can't see it from down here as much, but you can see it from the ocean, and looking at that from the dock will be mighty fine. I believe, anyway. So this is roughly where the dock is. Yeah, no, it's slightly out of render distance, but well. Just even in cinematics, so at the front of the castle, this is going to look like, yeah, no, I like that. I could have it on that side, but no. It's fine. I mean, I could technically have one on both sides, like I've seen windmills like that before. But no, this needs some work on it. In fact, I might do that. Just as a little touch. Do something like that. Or have slabs. Because again, I did want to quickly try and perfect the way this looks. Because this is technically you're going to be pushing from the slabs to, like, crush everything, like, within this, I believe. Like, it's a grain mill, so yeah. I guess. I don't know. That doesn't look very good, obviously, but, you know. Maybe if I had a stair there, or something. It would look a bit better. Again, trial and error. Random decorative design. It's better. Is it good? Again, you know, I can come back to that in the future if I'm really not happy with it. Like, what the hell was I thinking? But, you know. It's just a bit more of a appeal in look. Also, I want to see what these trees look like in the night. I haven't actually seen them. Would the fire stand out? Ooh. Ooh, I want to see. Okay, the fire massively stands out. Holy crap. I'm going to walk from side to side. The trees don't stand out, which is kind of nice. They're part of the night feeling, you know? So we go this way. Obviously, you have the beacons. Ignore those. They won't be there in the, you know, in the final thing. It's just so I can actually move around quicker. Any time saved in this is good time. Although I am kind of having a blast doing it, so yeah. Yeah, so that really stands out. Which I kind of like the idea of again, you know? Again, trees everywhere. It's just the surroundings around you, you know? It's like your eyes are, you know... Hopefully just focus on the pathway, because that's kind of what I want at this point. Don't need to be looking anywhere, because this is where it gets confusing. It's like, oh, where do I go? Yes, okay. Piece by piece, this is starting to come together, I think. And you go down here. Again, the redstone needs to be switched out. We'll get to that. Trees in the front. And then into here. Beautimus. And this stance still looks nice in the dark. It's really important, actually, that it looks good both day and night, because I might turn off when I'm done. Also, this wall needs to be changed, because this is what I used to have the wall as. But no, I probably will turn off daylight cycle, or turn it back on, sorry. So it's day and night, so it's important both look really good. Or at least to a standard I'm happy with. Like, inside, this is still, bright enough. Got a nice interior. Wardrobe. Not a very good one, but... oh, for God's sake. There we go. Now we walk back out. Still light enough on the front, which is good. It doesn't need to be lit up everywhere else. I'm liking the use of darkness to enhance things. It sounds weird, but I just like the idea of it. But no, I'm really liking this. Again, the pathway looks really it stands out a lot, both day and night, because obviously the redstone looks purposely windy. But when it's actually not windy, then you may be able to tell that it's, a bit more on the natural side, if you were. So I'm going to try and remove some of the stone here, just for the sake of it's not needed, really. More overgrown, so even from above, it looks like the path connects that way, and then there's just some extra stone stuff there. You're posting Discord, new character design. Yes, I do see. Sorry, it's top notification. It keeps sliding away sometimes. It's not live chat on my phone as much, so... But yeah, no, I do see you posting. And I appreciate that, so thank you. Right, I do also want some light across the pathways. Like little lanterns, if you were. Talking of lanterns, give me 1.14 now, please. God damn it. Holy crap. What I might do until then is probably use torches on fences until we get the proper lanterns. Then I'll just make a better lantern. But I don't know. Oh, my nose is itchy. It's like I'm about to sneeze. What's this lapis thing doing in here? Hang on. Let me get rid of this. Christ, this is like some early development stuff I put in. Holy crap. Again, it's crazy to think that that's where this was at one point, and now it's here, and then it's going to be the same for the outside. It's crazy to me that, oh, there was just a redstone pillar there once, but now it's an entire mountain. Holy crap. That's just why I love this game so much, dude. It's so good. God, what time is it? I've completely lost track of time. Again, it's midnight. Okay. Fine. I do need to eat something because I haven't eaten all day. So, that is going to be on the agenda soon. But, for the moment... God, my hair's a mess. Holy crap. This thing you dry from the shower awkwardly. It's too long, in other words. Massively too long. So I think... Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Again, I do want some sort of acknowledgement that there's some stone there. But for the most part, I'm happy with it staying quite dirty and grotty. Because it hasn't been quite refined yet, because I'm hoping the idea is the tree's just fallen down or something. You know? Let's have cobble beneath this and then have a leaf there. Beautimus. Going to work on the book you're writing. See you tomorrow. Alright, man. See you, man. Yeah, I'm probably going to head off myself too anyway, so don't worry. I appreciate you tuning in, though. Thank you very much. Just finalising a few things. Obviously, this is in the dark, so I just want to make sure it's all good. Let's have some coarse dirt there. birch there. Actually, I think it's kind of nice to have some more on the floor, actually. Some more leaves. Just, not too many, but here and there. Let's have a look in the day. Don't want to skew my vision. Maybe one here. Again, try and emphasize on the sort of esque thing there. Right, okay. Having leaves just on the in the surroundings as well is going to be really nice for just decoration. God damn it. I don't want to mix it too much. Okay. I guess you could just go over this like that. In fairness. Which is another way around it, but the idea is to go around. Like, yeah, you could just climb up this realistically. And go over it. So, I might try and stop that. Maybe just a little bit. Not oak. Christ. No. I just don't like that at all. And just replace our vines and our string. Yeah, if they climb over it, they climb over it, whatever. Whatevs, mate. There we are. Right. On that note, I'll probably end stream. Started some trees, which it needed to be done. It really did. I'm gonna go eat. I don't know what, but I'm gonna eat. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another stream. Yes, tomorrow with another stream. Maybe two, depends on how busy I am. I don't know. We'll see. Don't take my word for it. Right, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, and goodbye.